Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. I'm here to ride this commodity bull market up. And if you guys want to partake in that ride, click subscribe, join the channel, join all this information I release. It's mainly commodity driven, but I do touch on other topics, electric cars, renewables, whatever it may be. If I think there's a good opportunity that has great value, I will present it to everyone on this channel for potential investment opportunities. So today I'm going to go over gold and silver. We'll jump in the presentation here, and I'm going to show you technical analysis of some gold and silver. It's looking quite promising in my opinion. Let's see what the companies are developing, technical analysis here. And again, this is not financial advice, only education on chart reading. You guys can do whatever you want with this information. This is GLD. I'm using this just as a graphical representation of gold itself, but we are coming off this double bottom here, coming on up. It's looking pretty good. Pretty good. We've got some good momentum coming. Same with silver. Silver's doing the same thing. Nice little bottoming pattern here. It's starting to come on up. Let's hope that momentum can continue, and let's hope that we can see some better pricing here. I know a lot of people, including myself, have gotten quite frustrated seeing inflation out there. We can obviously see it in the prices. They're increasing everywhere around us. Home prices, food prices, gasoline prices, whatever it may be, and gold and silver haven't budged. So what I would recommend is that you guys are patient. Be patient. It will come, and you don't have to feel like you have to chase something else. Be patient here, have your strategy, and sit. Do nothing. Doing nothing makes you money, not doing something. So that's the silver. It's looking pretty good. Now, I'm looking at the XAU to gold ratio, and what I am trying to gauge here is I'm trying to gauge the gold-silver index in relationship to gold. When we get in this bull market, and we can see it right now, is that I am expecting gold and silver mining companies to outperform gold itself. We are seeing a bottoming pattern right here. This is a low. This is a higher low. I'm going to discount this because this was the COVID sell-off. Higher lows are coming in, and it's compressing up against this pattern right here. When it breaks this, we might see a shift. A large shift may occur where you've got two plates coming up against each other. They're rubbing like this, and then it just slides and goes. So when you see that thing slide and go, that could be a very large move. So what I'm doing myself is I'm positioning in these companies, buying it up all through here and holding, because if it shifts like that, it may not, but if it shifts where there's two plates hung up on each other and it just gives out and revalues itself very quickly, I want to be in it. I don't want to be sitting on the sidelines. So that this is showing me that we're seeing more strength in the mining companies than we are in the physical precious metals. I do think the physical precious metals will continue higher, but I think the miners in the beginning of this bull market are going to outperform in the beginning. We've got GDX. GDX is doing fantastic. We've got a low, we've got a higher low, and it just broke out of here, which is putting in a new uptrend. So this looks fantastic. This is the beginning of a new uptrend, and hopefully it can continue. That's what I'm expecting. So GDX looks excellent. GDXJ is following suit of GDX. It's very close to its breakout. It's just slightly delayed behind it. It did put in a little bit lower low, but I think this is just going to follow whatever GDX does. Here is AG. AG is looking fantastic. We kind of broke out of this downtrend right here to the upside. So if you guys own it, what I would be doing is just sitting in it. I wouldn't be doing anything. Just sit in it and ride this thing higher. EXK, same thing, same message. Sit in it and ride it higher. We're in this nice uptrend here. It's going back and forth in this nice uptrend, and what you have to do is nothing. Nothing. If you're down one day, don't look at it. Ride it higher. Just ride it higher is what I'm doing. Again, this isn't advice, it's education. And what I've learned through my years is to ride these things higher. When they get in these large bull markets, you don't want to be trading in and out. You don't make as much money, at least that's what I found. And if you just ride this thing higher and accumulate, that's the way to be. Downtrends broke here. We are still moving on up. This thing looks fantastic. It looks like a bottom to me. Sandstorm Gold, same exact setup as wheat and precious metals. Nevada doing the same thing. Looking fantastic. SSRM mining. So this is SSR mining. Downtrend is broken. We're coming on up. We just got to break this little area right here and we're gone. We'll continue in an upward fashion. Now, MMNGF. Now, I did this in the morning. Hopefully, we've got a nice big bullish engulfing here. Good spot right here. I would be a buyer right here and buying into strength if this thing pulls on higher. We've got a nice big bullish engulfing pattern. So that looks excellent. DSMVF, again, if you notice and look for certain things in these patterns, look for the lows. Here's a low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. This thing is moving up. We've got a nice big up day and then kind of a sideways pattern here. This is just waiting for silver to move, and I think we're going to see it very soon. So what I'm doing is I load it up. I load it up in here. I load it up back here too, and I'm just sitting in it waiting, not doing anything. I'm just holding on. Alexco Resources. I know some people like Alexco. Nice big bullish engulfing right here. I think this is going to go higher. Path of least resistance is higher. We got a lot of buyers down here. See this nice big hammer pattern with the wick on the bottom? There's buyers down here. That's why you have a wick on the bottom and a hammer pattern. That's also why you have this bullish engulfing, because buyers are down here. There's another bullish engulfing here. These add up. This is a nice, good bottoming pattern to launch from, to move to the upside. Here's Silvercrest Metals, another one. We got the wicks on the bottom down here. Came up, came back, nice big bullish engulfing, and we're moving on up to the upside. So that looks fantastic as well. So overall, what would I do? I would do nothing. I own a lot of this stuff already. If you guys don't own anything, that's up to you if you want to buy these. I think they're pretty good entry points for some of these companies. I already entered them. I'm already holding on. I've entered them in the hypothetical portfolio. That's when I was purchasing it in my personal portfolio. So whatever I'm adding in the hypothetical portfolio and releasing, I am doing it myself. It is a good representation of what I'm doing in my personal portfolios. So I think gold and silver look excellent. We're seeing the momentum change. We're seeing momentum come to the upside for some of these companies. Some of them are putting in candlestick bottoms, like bullish engulfings. They're putting in bottoms in terms of wicks in other areas. So what I see is strength. And what I like to do is I like to buy into that strength. So I've already positioned. I'm now writing it out. And you guys can do what works best for you. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Leave some comments below. You think this thing's a bottom? I do. And let me know what you think. Thanks for listening. This is Finding Value.